now get the annotation software for free. You are going to go this point of Windows, and then you go under Microsoft Store of your Windows. You have this software, and then you go to really have a board like this in your place, and then you can be able to have a webcam. And an example of a webcam that you can have here is I'm having Logitech Brio. You can be able to use a webcam like this, whereby you can just position it in front of you, and then it can be able to capture exactly what you are having at the back. Whenever you are choosing the type of markers to use in that kind of scenarios, choose markers which are feasible, like for instance here I'm using whiteboard markers, Acrylic. These are the markers that I usually use, which are quite clear when I usually write. You see here, area of bisector what equals to theta over 360 pi r squared. You can be able to use, you see this marker is quite clear, and the area of a triangle is a half base times height. So this is one way you can be able to do this educational videos. You can use markers, you have the whiteboard, and then you can be able to use a webcam. You put it in front of you, then you start doing the recording. And the good thing with this, you can as well you can be able to continue teaching as you are teaching at the same time you are recording YouTube or different social media platforms, where you can be able to later monetize your work. So those are the methods you can be one of the methods. Of course, before even I bought a webcam, what I've done, I use this method I'm telling you. I used to work out the questions on the book, and then take a picture, because already something that you have this phone of yours here can be able to do a lot. Right? This phone, if you take a picture and then you upload it to CapCut, you can be able to explain all the steps, and the student can be able to understand exactly what you're trying to talk about. Yeah. So there's nothing much. There's nothing that can be able to limit you to be able to do that. Okay, so that is one way, having a whiteboard, having a webcam, and then you can be able to do your video. And sums like this, you can be able to uh, work out the questions on your book, and then you can be able to take the picture of that page that you have worked out, and thereafter you put it in CapCut for you to be able to explain exactly how you worked out that question. So that's one way. You can be able to take a picture, and then you upload that picture in CapCut. Then you can be able to do a voiceover explaining all these steps that we are having here. That's one way you can be able to do it. So you cannot say that you. In this case, the only problem I have with CapCut is that you cannot be able to stop a picture, maybe to explain more on that, because in that case, what you will be having only is that those specific pictures that you have added, they'll be moving quite fast, so you'll not have enough time to explain on each of the pictures, maybe on the method, or if you are teaching something, you cannot be able to do that. But it's a cool feature that you can be able to use, maybe to add some voiceover in order to do more. I'm going to take you through where you can be able to get Drawboard PDF annotator. I'm going to guide you on how to get it. So this is also another option for writing, and this one, it doesn't display, but it displays on the computer. So maybe if you are teaching a student through Zoom or Meet or Skype, you can be able to share the window, the software that you are writing on, and the student on the other side can be able to see exactly what you are writing. So you should not be limited to anything. Even before buying this, you can start. You can start with this one, which is quite cheap. You can be able to begin with it. Or if you want to start now, you can just do it on your book. Take a nice picture. Take a nice picture of your work, and then upload it so that you can be able to explain to the student exactly the steps on how you go about it. So at this point, what I want to do, I'm going to take you through. Now, if you have a graphics tablet, how do you use this? I'm going to take you through on how and where you are going to have the PDF, of course, and then you can be able to annotate it in PDF annotated. We said we have two free softwares we can be able to use. We can use Sketchbook. We can also use Drawboard. Okay. Once we have done that, we can be able to see now how do you use those Drawboard and Sketchbook to do the annotation using this that we're going to look into details. How do you now get the annotation software for free? You are going to go on this point of Windows, and then you go under Microsoft Store of your Windows. You have this software, and then you once you have done that, you can be able to expand this. Let us check. Let us give it time so that we can see. Do we have that software I'm talking about? So here we can be able to type drawboard. Drawboard. Just type drawboard like that, and the software I'm talking about is Drawboard PDF. So this Drawboard PDF is the one that you can see now. We have the software, and then since I've downloaded it, if you've not downloaded it, it's going to indicate here download. But since I've downloaded it, it's in my laptop, it's in my computer. Then I'm going now to do what? To say open, because already I've downloaded. But for your side, for your case, it's not yet opened now. So once we are at this point, you see I have different documents, PDF documents, which I have in my computer. Let me now go to download so that I can be able to get one of the documents which we can try to annotate, so that I can be able to show you different functionalities that Drawboard has, so that you can be able to use it to teach and annotate your PDF. Maybe you have a past paper, you are going to add it to a Drawboard so that you can be able to use this graphics tablet that I showed you, together with this stylus pen that we are having here that I showed you, and then you can be able to do the annotation. Let me see if I have any annotation. I can see here I have some GCSE 1H, so I can be able to drag and drop them in. I can be able to drag them in this software. Now, for instance, if I want to do the annotation, you can see now I can be able to increase the size of this so that I can be able to have the interface wide enough so that the student can be able to see also. Because once maybe I'm connected to Zoom, or I'm connected to Meet, I'm connected to Skype, I can be able now to share this screen, and the student will be able to see actually the screen that you can be able to see here. This screen is what the student also will be able to see. And at that given point, maybe if you are working out in a given question, you can go ahead and then do the annotation. Now, for instance, if we are trying to, because this question here is a straight line, and then you are supposed to find the equation of L. On this panel here, we have the different colors of the pen that you can choose. You can also maybe draw straight lines. If you just click on this, if you click on this area here, you can be able to draw a line. If you can pick a pen, you can choose the color that you want to use. So if I want to write and annotate this PDF, what exactly I'm going to do is to connect my graphic tablet. I'll connect my graphic tablet like that, and then I'll start writing on the graphic tablet. Right now, the cursor you see here is the stylus pen that is displaying that cursor, and then I'll be able to pick a color to use. Maybe I can also say if I want to find the gradient of this line, I can say this is run, which is actually our main boxes here. We have 2 units, and the rise is actually from 3 units, 3 to 6 3 units. Then I can be able to see gradient equals to rise over run. So in that way, you can see I'm writing on the PDF, I'm annotating the PDF. I can be able to change the color of the pen, and then that will be 3/2, then that is 1.5. The gradient is 1.5, but we remember that the equation of a line is y equals to mx plus c. So this is all that the student will be able to see on the other side. So whenever you are teaching a student online, you can be able to see that, and at the same time you can be recording whatever that you are teaching, and you can be able to upload it in whatever platform that you want to upload to. So we know the intercept, the y-intercept here, you can see the y-intercept is 3, so the equation of this line is 3/2x plus 3. So that is the equation of the line, and the student will be able to see seamlessly how you are doing that, the steps, and also you can even share the PDF in advance with the student to download it, and then the student can be working out the questions as you are doing them on screen, is doing it on the physical paper. So those are some of the strategies that you can be able to use in order to teach students online, and also create educational video. So this is one of the software we can be able to use. Now, the next software that I want to show you is the one that I told you, which is called Sketchbook. Sketchbook is also a free software you can use. Sketchbook has an interface that looks like this, and this will be good for teaching any subjects, and maybe you can use this part here, background. You can change the background to black or to whichever color that you want, so that the student on the other side can be able to see that. It also has different pens sections. It has different colors you can use. You can be able to draw different shapes. If maybe you want to draw a line, you can choose that. You can draw a line like that. If you want to draw a rectangle, you can draw it like that. If you want to fill with a different color here, you can be able to pick this icon here, and then you can fill it that way. If you want maybe to draw a circle, you can just pick on that, and then you can be able to draw a circle seamlessly like that, and then filling, you can be able to fill in the colors that you want. This software basically is used by artists. They use it to draw on computers. They can be able to draw their sketches. They can be able to draw their diagrams and pictures. But I decided to use it personally for teaching maths, teaching physics, because I'm not an artist, but I can be able to use it in the best way I can. So maybe if I want to choose a given pen and I'm teaching a given subject, maybe if I'm talking of equation is y equals to mx plus c, yeah, and then you are told maybe solve. I can be able to use it to write questions like this, and I'm giving a student some questions to do 8x, and then plus 4, I can say is equals to 0. So, and I can be able to share this picture. I can be able to share, rather, I can be able to share this window on Meet, on Zoom, on Skype, and at the same time, I can be able to record as I'm teaching. So, because sometimes some of us feel that where do you get, why do I get, where can I get the time to record videos and then post them in YouTube? Okay, you can be able to continue a lesson as you are doing the lesson. You can be recording that lesson and then upload it later. Of course, you can be able to mute the voice of the student not to be heard. That one you can be able to do. So those are some of different uh, softwares you can use for free for annotating PDFs and at the same time writing. So there are two softwares you can use. There are many, of course, you can be able to use, but the one that I mostly use is Sketchbook, the one that is being displayed here. I also use Drawboard, and I've shown you Drawboard is for annotating PDFs. You can be able to put a PDF in that. But here, this one doesn't work with PDF, but you can be able to take a picture and paste it so that maybe you can be able to explain concepts, work, do the writing on it. Yeah, so that's what you can do. And okay, so once we have gone through softwares that you need, I need to take you through also the software that I use for recording. Now, for instance, I'll let me just have a question here. I say find. I can say find x. If we are having 3x over 7 plus 5 is equals to 8. Now, suppose this is the question that we have, and we want to record this. What are we going to do? Which software are we going to use in order to do that? The software we're going to use for recording videos, the software we're going to use to record is called OBS, Open Source Software. It's free to use. Open Broadcasting Software, OBS, Open Broadcasting Software, OBS, free to use. So once you download it, you install, you can be able to add different windows on that. Now let me just open OBS. Let me open OBS in yeah, so let me close this so that I can be able to open OBS. Now you see, the moment I opened OBS, OBS looks like this. Huh? This is the interface for OBS, and OBS has streaming. You can be able to stream live. You are teaching the student. You are also live in YouTube, and if some students they are watching, and then you can be able to later monetize that. Then you can earn from it. So it has also start recording. So if I want to record this, I'm going to click on start recording. Yeah, let me just move this guy here so that I can be able to start. I have start streaming. Maybe if you are you've connected your OBS software to your YouTube channel, you can be able to stream. Start recording, start replay buffer. So fudge your camera. This one you can be able to use whatever that is in OBS, in Meet, in Zoom, or in Skype. That's what it means by virtual camera. So let me start recording because I want to show you how to do the recording in OBS. So if I click on that, it has started recording this. So I'll go back to the software I was writing, that is Sketchbook. I'll now start working on this question, and I'll be explaining to the student that this one, whenever it goes to the other side of the equal sign, or even if a number goes through the space of the equal sign, or through the upper part or the lower part of the equal sign, the sign of that number must change. So I'll have 3x over 7 is equals to 8 minus 5, and that's 3x over 7 is equals to 3. Then of course on that point I can be able to say times 7 both sides, times 7. We are going to have what? We are going to have this and this and this, commit suicide. And then we're going to have 3x is equals to 21. So at that point, I can be able to divide by 3, and this is going to be x is equals to 7. So you can see we have showed step by step on how to work out something. So if you are teaching global perspectives, if you are teaching French, if you are teaching Spanish, if you are teaching agriculture, if you are teaching geography, you can be able to do your thing here. For me, I give an example for math. That's what I do. So you can be able to do your thing here, your subject. If you want to do PDF annotation, you use Drawbot, free softwares to download for free. And now let us go and check. Did this video record? How did it record? Let me just go back to OBS. I stopped the recording here. I'll stop the recording. Then if I want now to access that file that I've recorded so that we can be able to check whether the video was okay, I'll go show recordings, and then it will take me straight to where my videos are usually saved. Yeah, I can be able to check. Yeah, these are different videos I've recorded before, so I can be able to show you. Let it load so that you can be able to see whether that video was recorded. So you continue teaching and the video is recording, and then maybe you can continue streaming as you are teaching. In that way, you will be able to diversify your earning per se. Yeah. So yeah, it's taking a bit longer time. I believe it's almost. So that we can see, did that video re-record? Did it record? Yeah, I think it should be at the top here. Yeah, it should be somewhere. It should be this one. Yeah, it is this one. Let's see. I'm going to play it so that we can be able to see whether that video recorded. You can see the video was 1 minute 49 seconds. So let's play it. If I click on that, it has started recording this. That's the video. So that's the video that is playing. Back to the software I was writing, that is Sketchbook. I'll now start working on this question, and I'll be explaining to the student that this one, whenever it goes to the other side of the equal sign, or even if the number goes through the space of the equal sign, or through the upper part or the lower part of the equal sign, the sign of that number must change. So I'll have 3x over 7 is equals to 8 minus 5, and that's 3x over 7 is equals to 3. Then, of course, on that point, I can be able to say times 7 both sides, times 7. We are going to have what? We are going to have this and this and this commit suicide. And then we're going to have 3x is equals to 21. So at that point, I can be able to divide by 3, and this is going to be x is equals to 7. So you can see we have showed step by step on how to work out something. So if you are teaching global perspectives, if you are teaching French, okay, now you can see that's the video that we created while I was just teaching. Now, once you've created that video, what else do you do? What do you do? Because sometimes there's some sections that you're not going to be happy with them. How do you edit your videos? To edit now the videos, you need what we call CapCut. CapCut is also another free software that you're going to use. Yeah, let me just take you through it. Let me take you through it. Let me just close OBS. Now we are done with it, because now once you have recorded with OBS, you need to upload that video. But before uploading, you need maybe to do some editing, right? So to edit that, we are going to use CapCut, and I have CapCut here. So we are going to start a new project. A new project, like that. You can start a new project there. Yeah, so you can see now. Now, once you open CapCut, you will be told to create a project. Create a project. Creating a project is like starting the editing of a new video. So you need to go import. You go to import, and then you can be able to upload a video on the same. So let me just I think it's taking time. I don't know what it has done here. So you go to the file that you want. You go to the file that you want in order to upload a video from there or to add a video from there. So let me just go here because we had opened some files in OBS. So let me see where my value volume H, where my videos are usually. I go to OBS. Let me look for it. Is it here? No, this not this one. Let me go to another one. OBS videos. This is the folder that contains. So I want to add that video, that the video that we recorded is this one. I'll just drag it and drop it in CapCut like that. So if I want to edit this video, so if I click on it, you see now that's the video that is playing. If I want to, so if I wanted to start the video to start from this section, I can now bring the cursor here and then I can be able to split. Splitting is actually cutting a section. I can be able to cut a given section, so that is what it means by splitting. So I can cut that, and then this one I can be able to right click and delete that section. And if I'm not, also I want my videos to end at this point, I can cut to the right. If there's any other things that you need to do, maybe adding animations, adding transitions, you can be able to do that. Adding stickers, you can be able to do that. So maybe if you want to add a text on your video, maybe you want to, you say maybe this area you want to display algebra, you can come and type algebra like that. So that way you can be able to change the style of your text. You can be able to, you have different styles that you can be able to apply. You can be able to say you want this way, you are happy with this one. Yeah, you can be able to change different styles, which whereby you can even resize and change the size. You can be able to maybe add a bubble there. You can be able to, there are different versions and things that you can be able to do with your text. Another thing that also we can talk about is animation. You can be able to animate your text when they are coming in. You can be able to type how they are going to behave. Yeah, so there are different things you can be able to do depending on what you wish to do. If you want to add different stickers, yeah, if you want to have the add different stickers, for instance, you can be able to add a sticker like that. Yeah, so if you want to resize that sticker, you can be able to reduce the size to whichever way you want. You want it to be a bit fiery, you can be able to maybe add that sticker there. Yeah, so there are different things you can be able to do here. Yeah, so you can go and download. If you want to tell people to subscribe to your channel, you can add a sticker there. Yeah, so like this one now, you can be able to add it there. So moving on, there are many things you can do. Under transition, you also can, from one scene to another, you can be able to add also a transition. So CapCut is for editing. So for instance, if we want to add this as a transition, you can add this. You can add this and see what usually happen. And for you to increase the timing, you will also increase the pull this transition so that it becomes a bit wider, so meaning it's going to take long. So you can see from this video to this, you can see this what happens. We are going to have what? We are going to have this and this and this commit suicide, and then we're going to have 3x is equals to 21. You see the transition so there. At that point, yeah, that's the transition we're talking about. There are many you can be able to do. There are many you can be able to add filters. You can as well do the adjustments. If you want to add different filters, you are free to do, so long as you have your video. You can also do the some change of contrast, exposure. You can be able to sharpen your writings. You can be able to change the temperature also. There are many things you can be able to do with this. Now once you have done that, you can now export that video. You can come here, rename. You can give it, maybe we say algebra. You can rename it there, and then at that given point you export. Once you export, means now that's the final video that you have created. Now once you have that final video, you can be able now to maybe go and check where that video is. Open the folder. It will actually show you, and it will display exactly where that video is. You can see our video is here. This is the video that we have start working on this question, and then let me explain to the student that this one, whenever it falls to the other side of the equal sign, or even if the number goes through the space of the equal sign, or through the upper part or the lower part of the equal sign, the sign of that number must change. So I'll have 3x over 7 is equals to 8 minus 5, and that's 3x over 7 is equal to 3. Then of course on that point I can be able to say times 7 both sides, times 7. We are going to have what? We are going to have this and this and this commit suicide, and then we're going to have 3x is equals to 21. So at that point I can be able to divide by 3, and this is going to be x is equals to 7. So you can see we have now we have our video well recorded, edited. Where else do you take it? Where else do you take it? If you have a YouTube channel, of course, if you have a Gmail account, it means you have a YouTube channel. Now I'll just take you through where to. Maybe I have Problem channel. This is a channel that deals with education videos dealing with mathematics and physics, where I usually upload those videos to do with math and physics, teaching students how to solve different problems. So how do I upload that video now that I've created? I'll just come here, I open my interface of YouTube, and then I click at this point, and then I say upload the video. But if I want to go live, I'll just click go live, and then I go to OBS, start streaming. I remember I showed you how to go about that. Then I'll be able to upload now. I'll be able to upload that video. So I'll come here and say create upload video. Then it will open now. It will give me an interface in YouTube's Creator Studio. When you have a channel, you'll have that interface. So select the file. I'll go to where the file that we have, algebra. I'll drag that video, and then I come and drop it here. Right, so I'll be able to now add the title, add the description, and then I'll upload the thumbnail. The thumbnail is that first picture when somebody is searching YouTube, you see the picture you see before you open the video. That's what we call the thumbnail. So maybe if I want to upload this thumbnail of algebra, CapCuts, and all the sort, I'll be able to do that. So let me now upload these videos that we have done now here in YouTube, so that you can be able to use this link and see exactly what we did.